Welcome to another week. This week's new content is our blog article on partnerships part 2.
Yeah, and if you haven't had a chance to check out Partnerships Part 1, that came out a couple weeks ago and really kind of gets into the introduction of partnerships. In Partnership Part 2, we get into some of the things that you want to consider when you're putting together your partnership agreement. And we also talk about what I think is probably one of the most important things about the partnership agreement, which is to make sure that you've included exit options so you can get out of a partnership if it goes bad.
Yeah, and we specifically focus on something called a TIC, or a tenants in common structure, in this article. It's something that we've done ourselves. It allows you to 1031 exchange into a partnership and also 1031 exchange out. So you can go into a partnership with somebody, and in a couple years later, when you sell the building, you can actually go off and 1031 and buy another property by yourself and not be married to that partner forevermore.
Yeah, the alternative is that you have to kind of sell the property and then go into the next property. If you're going to use a 1031, you have to kind of stay together and go into the next property together.
So Kenji and I have actually, for those of you who've been following along in our journey in the last year, we've actually gone into a partnership of tenants in common with one of our students. And you can read more about this if you go to our year in review 2020. There's actually a year in review 2019 too, if you want to see how our real estate portfolio has changed over the last couple of years. And then for those of you who are in empire builders, we have a ton of really great content in there, going more in depth into partnerships. We have a great interview with a lawyer talking through the structure that you want to have in your agreements. So there's a lot more information in there for you.
Yeah, and then for those of you who've been following us, we're looking to do a partnership into a bigger property, and there was a property in Dallas that we didn't get, but we are actually now have another 100-unit property in Nevada that we're looking at right now that's under contract. So we're going to be implementing the tenants in common structure and partnering. So we'll kind of keep you posted on how that goes.
Have an amazing week.